What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda, and I'm just here to talk about Basketball Wives Season 1 episode Basketball Wives Orlando. Just to be clear, Season 1, Episode 7. Before I get started, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and let's talk about these ladies over here that's visiting Orlando, because don't none of them live around here except maybe Ashley. Just saying. Anyway. This show starts with Mulan and Neek. Yeah, that's her name, Neek. Mulan and Neek are over to the little cute apartments where they stay with the baby pool in the back. You know, at first I was like, what? But now that I think about it, it's actually kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? You're not really trying to be able to backstroke and all of that and run and swim laps and such. You just want to like throw on your bikini and lay out on your little patio and dip down in the water every now and then. And, they have little kids, so you don't have to like chase the kids across the pool. You can like let them splash around a little bit. Yeah, I'm feeling it, Anyway, Mulan is in her feelings because this girl, Nikki and Danielle, were on live and said something about her getting punched. For somebody who was not trying to make things about her, you really working hard to make things about you, Mulan. Girl, you sat down with this girl and told her that you did not forgive her. You did not want to be friends. You did not want to, move forward. And so, what difference does it make what she said on live? You don't want to be her friend. She could say whatever she wants to say. Is she supposed to still be being loyal to you? Girl, you got punched. And I'm assuming in the arm or something, because you didn't get punched in the face, because you would have said that. I just feel like you got in the middle of a tussle and caught one. She didn't like run over there specifically to punch you. I feel like I said that already. I'm tired of Milan talking about this damn fight. Anyway, Danielle and Morgan have a little play date for Morgan and her kids. They're over at one of those little throw the basketball shoot things. This is Orlando. There could be, they could be anywhere. if there's anything going on around here, it's some type of attraction for you to be able to take your children to. Anyway, they're hanging out. She says she needs to spend time with her kids before she sends them back to Atlanta with her mother. Where did Morgan live? I know she don't live here. She Airbnb-ing. So where do her kids go to school? Like, I'm just wondering, like, since she be bouncing around so much, where is it that she lives where her kids have a stable situation with school and all that? It's confusing what Morgan got going on. So Danielle is telling Morgan about how when her and Nikki were in this live, somebody was down in the comments saying, what happened with you and Mulan? And they're wondering, well, who would know that besides the people that were at, the party? So somebody said something. They seem to think it was Mulan down in the comments trying to, get shit started. I think it was Megan, because that's what Megan does, is get shit started. She said she got a whole team over there, internet people. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it probably came from Megan, but they think it came from Mulan. Both of them be doing a whole lot, but for some reason, this little messy has Megan's name written on it. Morgan still thinks Ashley gave her ex the address. She said that she's talking to them every day. See, this is the thing. And at first I was like, Morgan is doing too much. That's what I thought at first. I mean, Morgan is doing too much, but I was like, why are you putting so much of this on Ashley? In my mind, Ashley has a store. She has one child, possibly two, and a husband dealing with being on the spectrum. She's grieving the loss of her parents, and she's, grieving the loss of a child that she was carrying. It just seemed like, and she got a store. It just seemed like she got a lot on her plate to be worried about what's going on over there with Morgan. But I feel like Ashley's messy, and she a little more involved in, she would like for us to believe. This is the thing. Ashley, first of all, with all that stuff I just listed that you got going on, why are you what? Girl, some mess. Some mess is the last thing you should be looking for. And Ashley comes across kind of like, I would prefer, Morgan is messy right there in your face. You know what you're getting. Ashley over here, doing things behind the bushes. Now I'm a little confused by it. It's a lot confusing going on. Morgan said her ex is trying to lower the child support, and that Ashley's communicating with his mistress. But I thought they divorced. So this lady, you don't have to call this lady mistress, Morgan. There, that's his girl. And Ashley apparently has befriended the girl because the friend, like, she's in the NBA life. I don't know what you're doing over there, Morgan. She said that Ashley is a threat to her life and her livelihood. And that's the part where I'm like, is she? Like, I mean, I feel like Ashley is definitely messy, and she over there telling little tidbits to his ex-girlfriend. I mean, to his new girlfriend, but I don't know that she's like a threat to your life. Something is weird with that. So Mackenzie and Ashley meet up. I think they was at Ashley's house. And, they were talking about how Morgan was accusing her of giving out her address to the ex. And Ashley said, I don't know why she's accusing me of that, but people with money, I know if it were me, I would hire a private investigator. What you mean, Ashley? Now I'm side-eye. Now I'm like, Mackenzie side-eye too. Mackenzie like, hold up. I don't think that's right now. You're trying to get in the middle of her trying to get her child support. That's because Mackenzie, I'm sure, is very familiar with getting child support and how that whole thing comes, into play. Ashley said she didn't know she wasn't supposed to say nothing. I didn't know she was in hiding. Now, maybe that's true, but you didn't say that when you were at the pajama party. You should have said that. What you mean? Tell them where you was. How much information did you give her? Ashley, you seem a little bit too involved in what's going on over here. I get why Morgan hates you now. I knew you wasn't innocent, but I get why she's like so mad at you, because what's going on over there with them should not involve you. You talking about y'all not friends. You should just stay out of it. You know what I mean? You ain't really friends with the new girlfriend, I'm sure. So Nikki has her mother and her sister come visit. They're here to see like how she's getting along with the girls. Her sister said she's surprised that, it hasn't popped off yet, and Nikki ain't called her, for reinforcements. And their mother is like, y'all are too old for that, putting hands on people. Y'all are very much too grown for that. Those are facts. They talk about her sister's struggle with cancer, and I feel like at this point everybody has been touched by someone who has dealt with cancer, and the whole process of treatment. It's exhausting. I haven't had anybody close to me. Well, yeah, I have. Thankfully for her end of her story is positive, but not so much for Nikki and her sister. So they talked about, in the wig event. That's why they're here. Megan and Mackenzie meet up. Okay. Mackenzie's saying the same thing. Oh my, yeah, we haven't had a chance to get together. And no drama. Girl, that's why you're here, for the drama. You came all the way from Milwaukee for the drama. So stop saying that. And you're sitting with Megan James. Now we know she's not drama free. Megan said she really believes that Ashley gave up Morgan's address. And yeah, we all believe it. Now, Ashley was trying to deny it, and Morgan was gonna snatch her, throat out of her chest. Anyway, Child, they got some mess going on. Apparently, the I don't have a chart, but try to pay attention. Morgan's new girlfriend, I mean, Morgan's ex, new girlfriend. Child, I told you was gonna need a chart. I can't even get it together. Whew. Morgan's ex-husband's new girl, we'll just call her new girl. New girl was doing a live. And I guess it was some back and forth between New Girl and Morgan. And so Megan was trying to see what was tea. They must have been throwing subs at each other via instant story or something. Yeah, because that's how she knew. So Megan, who has nothing to do with any of this, was going to find out, what was tea. But I feel like y'all was putting it out there on the Insta story, so you wanted it to, get out there, right? Isn't that what you were doing? Anyway, they were going back and forth somewhere in the stories, and then the new girl then hit up Ashley and asked Ashley, "Who is this girl?" As if she doesn't know who Megan James is. It's like, you know who it is, girl. When you went on, clicked on her picture, because we're gonna act like child. I know how the shit works, so don't play with me. You clicked on the picture and see whose page it was, and it was Megan James. So you know who she is now. You didn't need to call Ashley and find out. That's why Ashley be sounding so full of shit. My friend was just asking me who was this in the story, and I say, oh, that's Morgan's friend. I don't know that she's Morgan's friend. I don't know whose friend Megan is. You gotta keep your eye on her, but she was definitely being nosy, and y'all was definitely subbing each other. And so that's, I told you it's exhausting, y'all. So that's why, they mad because they mad because. Where are these children? I feel like when you got little kids, you be too busy for all this, but I guess not. Do they work? I don't think so. After all of that, after Megan explained the whole story to Mackenzie, poor thing said, I think we should have a cook day, like, a cooking class so we can bring the girls together and put away all the drama. That was a whole lot of drama. I don't blame you, Mackenzie. Check out of that. That was real confusing how they was running up and through the Insta stories. But I'm sure Mackenzie knows all about that because she was over there doing that and with Danielle and seeing what was going on over in the stories. And Danielle was, y'all need to shut the stories down. Shut down the stories. It's causing too much confusion. You're not even using it right. If you're gonna be mad, then stay out of the story. If you put it up there and then you know what I'm saying, put it on up there. Ride with it. Don't put it up there and then be mad when somebody looked at it. Hell. If I'm looking, let me see. Ashley's in the store with her associate telling her story about, her mother's cancer. It's, I don't want to downplay it. And then she talked about the event with that she's having with Nikki. Listen, this event is a good thing. And I'll leave it right there. I think it's genuine. You know what I'm saying? I think the event part is genuine. And it's also going to be hard to have something that's such a sensitive subject and then have all the mess that they got going on, attached to it. I think it was a good idea, definitely, to bring Nikki's mom down there and let her do the talking as it relates to, dealing with, the whole cancer situation, because she's not in this mess. So the message won't be jaded coming from Nikki rather than coming from her mother. So that part I think made perfect sense. What happened, child? So we over to Morgan. I think she was talking to her mama. She says she doesn't feel safe. See, this is where, the Ashley thing is one side of the story, because like I get it, Morgan. Because I would be feeling like if this bitch don't stay out of my business, I'm gonna, bust her upside the head. And she's definitely giving that. So I understand your energy now, I didn't understand it before. It just really looked like you was coming for Ashley, but you was coming for Ashley. I just understand why that is. Now, what I don't understand is why you don't feel safe for your ex to have your address. You said that he was trying to get the child support lowered. But then you also said you don't feel safe. Now, which thing is it? Why would you not feel safe? It seems like you're like evading getting served because you don't want to have to, deal with the child support issue. And then you sent your kids to Atlanta. I feel like he would know where your mother lives. You can't be moving her around too. So is that where they go to school? Because I have so many questions. She had a scene like an episode or so ago where she was talking to her daughter and combing her hair, and the daughter said that she's getting used to her dad not being around. Now she's saying, Morgan is saying like he's following her and stalking her and harassing her, and she has to keep moving around. So it doesn't make sense. But you want him to be a part. Then you say he hasn't like tried to get in touch with the kids over 2 years. So has he not, or have you been not? He hasn't tried to contact them in 2 years. Now he wants you to lower child support. That's what you said. I mean, is he still making the same money? Is he, you know what I mean? Because a lot of them, like I said, I was looking like through their, stats and what years they, were in the league. And a lot of them are not even still playing. I feel like Tony, Ashley's husband, is the only one that's still playing in the league. I think Rashad and them are overseas playing, which is not, that's not a bad thing. It's just like, is the money the same? That like, were they making the same in the NBA, or do they make more overseas? I don't know how that works, but I know it's the conversation that you can't stay away from forever. I have never really, I've never gone through that, but I also have never been around anybody that has gone through it, that had to keep moving and hiding. I don't get what because, like I said, your kids got to be in a stable environment. They got to be going to the same school, and having an established situation for your children, a healthy one. I mean, they can't just be flying off to Atlanta and back. It just doesn't make sense what she's saying. Are you afraid? I don't think so. Afraid to get that subpoena. Um, we over at Mackenzie's Cooking Day. So Mackenzie says she rented a house and rented a chef and hired a chef to have this cooking lesson. Because I don't know, all four of them couldn't fit in her little apartment over there. Who's there? Ashley's there, Nikki's there, and Megan. This was an interesting little mix up because Megan don't usually be over here with these girls. Now with Ashley, Nikki has so far been able to maneuver, around a little bit, but we see that's gonna change because right now Nikki got beef with Mulan, and who else? About to be Megan. Anyway, why doesn't Mackenzie know the egg white from the egg yolk? Who's feeding those children? What do Mackenzie do? She don't ride horses because Rashad took her over there to the horse farm, and she didn't look like somebody that rides horses. Child, she looked like at the pony ride at the fair. I was dead when this child said, when Megan said, "You don't know the egg white from the egg yolk, girl. Don't your man have a farm?" He do have a farm. And she said there's goats and chickens over there. So, oh, Megan, not Megan, Mackenzie. Bless your heart. So Megan questions Ashley about this Insta story, child. We still talking about the Instagram story. Now remember, Megan was over here being nosy, and then Ashley told that girl that she was Morgan's friend, and she wants to know why you told her I was Morgan's friend. Cause you are a girl. Isn't that why you would be in her DMs? Like, I'm not understanding why you was mad. Not DM story. Isn't that why you would be there? She needed for her to explain why is Megan James? Because we're not gonna act like that girl didn't know who you were. She was like, why is Megan James in my story? And then Ashley said, yeah, she Morgan's friend. That's how that went. But that's the truth. So Megan, why are you mad? Girl, we at the wig event. So Mulan and Ashley are over here in the car together, and they're in their feelings because Mulan said, everybody got a problem with me. This one got a problem. This one told me I said that to only. Now she had said Neek was her ride or die. She said, I'm just getting my relationship back cool with Ashley. So Neek is my only ride or die here in Orlando. Okay. Well, we find out, Mulan. Is anybody really your ride or die? They sitting in the car and Ashley pulls out these hats talking about, well, if they want to make us the villain, then we'll just be the villain. And the hats say villain era. You know that saying, you get what you ask for? Go walk around with a hat that says the villain era when you're not prepared for what villains be out here doing. I'm just saying. It's not cute, Ashley. And being that you don't really stand in your shit when you get in front of people, because every time Morgan come in the room, you wants to go run and call the police. Remember that, Mulan, when she was over there calling the police, even though she knows she was over there telling that girl Morgan's address? Child. Ashley, you was over here bringing girls down there to meet the men, weren't you? Now I don't believe nothing you said. I mean, I kind of believed it anyway, but I also believe, sorry, yeah, I also believe you can't bring nobody's man, no girl, and it's on him to act on it. But she was sure over here in this girl's business, trying to help this man get his child support lowered. So back over at the event space, they're getting everything set up. What did Mackenzie do? They said the girl got a lash line. Was she up there putting eyelashes on? Like, I was like, I don't understand. Like, Nikki is in the beauty business. She does hair. Who else? Ashley has a store. She doesn't do hair. Morgan does hair, and she says she sent her wigs over there. So I'm trying to figure out, like, they were all there to help, I guess, making an event, serving cocktails and what have you. I just was like, was she over there putting on eyelashes? She looked like she know how. I'm just saying, it's a skill. Nikki asked Mackenzie, are her and Rashad official? And she's like, yeah, girl, we solid, we official. And I'm like, Mackenzie, Rashad has said he don't have a name for it. He said, I don't have a name for what this is. He did not say it's official. I think that's the opposite of official. That's kind of like, you're not my girlfriend. Remember we talked about that last week, Mackenzie? Anyway, I mean, you can't expect much from somebody who doesn't know the difference between the egg white and the egg yolk. And she says something like, how do you get 5 yolks in one egg? Girl, chicken or tuna. The event was nice. It was a nice beauty day. Being in the beauty industry, I will say there's something to be said for being able to make people feel good. It's way more satisfying than doing a good job on something, because once you hone in on your skill, the expectation is that you're going to do a good job on something. But when you can make somebody feel a certain type of way, that's different. That's different. Thankfully, they waited until the thing was over before they got in their ass bag. But here we are. Milan confronts Megan because she said Megan be over here starting mess. And Megan said, "You the messy one. You be over here, you talking shit about this one, this one, this one. You to talk shit about everybody, and you be over here telling people's business." And then Danielle chimed in and tells everybody, like in the room, "Yeah, she was telling your business because she told me that Nick said, I don't know, it was something about a bag that she didn't want. I don't know, but whatever it was, Nick told Mulan, and then Mulan went and spilled that shit. Now Nick is in her feelings because you know she thought this was her friend. I don't know why you don't know that girl. Um, then they just start screaming, child, and I really can't try to pay attention to what's going on when they doing all that hollering. I heard Nikki enter herself in the conversation. It was like Mulan was screaming at Danielle, and Mulan was screaming at Megan and telling Megan how she was old and messy and washed up. She's 12. She can't be washed up. I'm just saying. Like, that didn't even make sense. Anyway, I don't know where Nikki came from, but Nikki wanted to enter herself in the conversation and was like, "You over here fat shaming people with your diaper booty." I didn't want to call that girl a diaper booty, but it do be spilling out in that chair. I'm just saying. I mean, we like an elephant in the room. We don't sit here act like she's a beautiful girl, but we don't sit here and act like we don't be looking at how that shit works out. Child. Anyway, nigga gonna say, "How did I get dragged into it?" Girl, you dragged yourself right across the room, right in the middle of it. That's what you came to do. Congratulations. So Mackenzie and Mulan meet up for coffee. These are some weird twosomes they be having over here. It just be real like shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, blah, who falls out. Um Mulan is in her villain era hat. So she over here, you can't, how lame is it to be a villain with Mackenzie as your guest? That's stupid. Be a villain over there with Nikki and Morgan. Be a villain over there. Be a villain with Danielle. Apparently you ain't trying to do that. Don't be a villain with Mackenzie. What is she gonna do? They both said Megan is fake. I don't know what did Megan do to get under Mackenzie's skin? I forgot. Mulan said all of them been gossiping though, and they probably have. I don't know. Megan and them, what did she do? I forget what she did. It'll come to me. Anyway, Mackenzie and Mulan were cool, but then Mulan brought up something. Oh, I know what it was. Melanda asked this girl, "Did she take Ozempic?" And she said, "Yeah, but it made her booty get flat," or something like that. Anyway, she done shared that story with somebody, Danielle. Yeah. So then Megan went over there to Danielle and said Mackenzie was over here taking some Ozempic. And then Danielle, probably when she was going back and forth with her baby daddy, said the bitch was over here taking Ozempic. So I mean, watch who you tell stuff to. Not Megan. Why are y'all telling your business to Megan? That's so silly. Anyway, that's how that went. They got the good tea over here, y'all. I'm just sharing it with y'all, but this is some fun tea. So Morgan and Megan meet up. I mean, if they fall out now, it could be a clash of the titans because I feel like Morgan giving at least as much energy as Megan is giving. Um, I don't know if they seen Bad Girls Club. She cute, but Megan will fight. So I'm just saying. And we don't want it to come to that. I think, let's don't do that. Um, y'all already went over there to that restaurant tearing up the glass in the china and stuff. Like I said, Morgan said she sent wigs over there to the wig event. They were discussing how things went down over there. And they said Mackenzie was over here doing lashes. They didn't know she did lashes. Morgan said Mulan told her that Nick was the ugly friend. Nick is definitely not the ugly friend, Mulan. I don't know where you get that from. What are you talking about? None of them are ugly. I was gonna say a name, but I'm not. None of them are ugly, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Um, Mulan, did you say that? Probably. They are messy. I'm not sure, like, well, Milan, first of all, let me just say this. Did you call that girl ugly for real and you was Bobo's ex-girlfriend? I know you didn't. I'm just saying. We'll see, child. I want to know what Morgan really got going on, though. This whole on the run situation is weird, and her renting different places and stuff. And I feel like, and she always is throwing it out there like, I don't play about my kids and I'm, such a good mom. And I'm not saying she's not, but it seems like that's a trigger for her because most people don't run around, claiming good mom. I think, when you were a good mom, you know that. You're not perfect, you know what I mean? But I know you don't feel like no obligation to explain to people that you're a great mom because people will know. And I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying that I don't know what's going on over there. She needs to sit still somewhere. She came here taking us on a tour through a salon suite spa school situation. That's where she started. And if you're going to be doing that, your address is going to be public, girl. How can you hide and have a business? It doesn't make sense, Morgan. I need more. I need more. Anyway, next week, Danielle is going to speed dating. I'm here for it. I want Danielle to figure out a way to co-parent with Rashad and live her life. You know what I'm saying? Get to your basketball and date around the room, girl. See what's going on. Mulan wants to fix her butt. She said when she was 18, she went ahead and got these implants. And yeah, I mean, I see a lot of butts around here that should have been left the way they was. And I'm gonna leave it like that. So unfortunately for Milan, it looks as if her situation has turned into corrective surgery and something much deeper than take out these and you know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. When you don't have money for that stuff, like all of that stuff is wealthy people stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, when you're talking about elective surgeries, you have to be able to go back, get things adjusted. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you can't be broke trying to do these things. And when she was 18, she had no business doing it anyway. But we're here now, and, it is what it is. Ciao. And I guess Nikki thought that Megan was her friend, but she is clearly not because she's having an event and she's having a guest, and her guest is Four. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Hey, Four, what's up, y'all? And on that note, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next one, child. Bye.